Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Universal Businesses Limited, Soulism and Spiritualism channel. Today we're going to discuss in further detail the obstacles faced by the soul, and today we're going to discuss the the solid particles which are from the origins of a human being. Um, People generally can treat you in a negative way, and these negative ways are actually solid particles that attach and bind to the soul and weigh it down. So these are a hindrance to the soul's progression, and it prevents its liberation from attaining the fullest, highest of all realms. So we are going to talk about the negative influences that people can exert on others, which are actual, real, objectified particles that these are binded to the soul and create a tonnage to bear down the soul. And if that soul becomes completely absorbed with these negative particles coming from people, it hinders its progress, like I said, and that can influence the mental capacity and the judgment of the soul, because the soul is not clarified and not clean in its purpose. So this prevents its liberation to heaven, and creates a blockage and a stoppage to its rising up the ranks of the soul kingdoms. Um, you are now going to also learn today about the these the the souls that have risen to the highest realm are completely purified of these particles, and can attain its highest level and remain in eternal bliss and happiness, which you cannot find in a man-made world, because a man has created the world which has its limitations of joy, and you cannot gain its full potential of happiness from a man's perspective and a man's world. A man's world is imperfect and impure, and will always strive to lessen your promotion as a soul, because man's world is a stumbling block. It's a stumbler, and the soul has to remain in its primest condition, and that can only be done through not absorbing these negative particles which attach to the soul, and it attaches to the soul like a ton of weight, and too much of these negative particles, the soul becomes damaged, and the damaged soul becomes blackened, and a blackened soul ultimately is delivered to the realms of the hell-bound souls, and it is then then it will have to again try to elevate itself and promote itself back to the upper levels of the soul existence, because the hellbound realms is the bottom level of all realms, and it must now progress upwards to get out of the hell and attain its full potential as a soul in liberation to the highest realm and the highest position, which is to attain God status. And you are now following my religion. This is my religion. You're welcome to absorb it, and I will educate you about my religion. It will give you a different perspective of the present life and the afterlife, and give you hope for the future, and deliver you to a better place, which is the end result. So you don't have to follow my religion diligently, but you can listen to it because it makes sense, and it is a very logical, rational explanation of the soul's characteristics and its future conditions. So thank you for coming and visiting my channel today, and it's good to see you all. And tomorrow we shall delve further into Soulism and Spiritualism, and I have a great topic for tomorrow that I shall reveal, well, not tomorrow, but it will be on Monday actually, which is the next program, and I wish you all the best, and stay spiritually pure. Remember, stay spiritually pure, which is the main aim. Stay spiritually pure.